India, with its booming population, rising middle class and vibrant economy, is set on a remarkable trajectory. Its target? To become a 10 trillion economy in next 15 to 20 years, or probably in next 10 to 15 years. But how does India plan to achieve this ambitious goal? In this video, we'll explore the opportunities and challenges on India's path to economic greatness, diving into key sectors driving growth, the country's place in global geopolitics, and hurdles it needs to overcome. From digital transformation to infrastructure revolution, India's economic future holds enormous promise but also faces significant challenges. So, let's get started. The key to India's economic success lies in three main drivers: its expanding middle class, technological advancement, and the booming digital economy. Let's take a closer look at each of these. First, India's growing middle class is cornerstone for its future prosperity. Today, over 350 million people belong to Indian middle class. By 2030, that number is expected to surpass 700 million. This expanding consumer base is driving demand across sectors such as retail, healthcare, housing, and entertainment, making India one of the world's largest markets. In tandem with this, technology is changing industries across the world. India's tech sector is valued at over $200 billion and is expected to grow to $500 billion by 2030. The rise of IT sectors, software development, and startups are helping fuel this transformation. Furthermore, India's digital economy is projected to reach 1 trillion by 2025, driven by e-commerce, fintech, and digital infrastructure projects. With over 800 million internet users, India is rapidly becoming a global leader in digital services, making this a critical driver of economic growth. As India seeks to become a 10 trillion economy, its role in global arena will be crucial. Geopolitical shift, changing trade dynamics, and global partnerships will play a significant part in shaping its future. India has increasingly positioned itself as a strong player in global trade. It is the world's fifth largest economy by nominal GDP, and by 2030, it's projected to be the third largest, behind only United States and China. One key challenge is India's relationship with China, its largest neighbor and rising economic powerhouse. Trade between the two countries has been growing, but there are tensions over border disputes and the trade imbalance. However, India is diversifying its partnership, strengthening ties with the United States, the European Union, Japan, and Australia through agreements like Quad, a security dialogue that also boosts trade cooperation. Additionally, India's push for leadership in global institutions such as World Trade Organization and United Nations signals its ambition to reshape global governance to reflect the priorities of emerging economies. A robust infrastructure network is critical to India's economic aspiration. The country is investing heavily in roads, railways, and smart cities to enable smoother trade and improve the quality of life for its citizens. India's National Infrastructure Pipeline, a $1.4 trillion initiative, is a testament to government's commitment to building the infrastructure of the future. Over the next few years, India will see the launch of major projects, including a vast expansion of high-speed railway system, creation of smart cities, and development of new airports to improve connectivities. But infrastructure development is more than just a physical transformation. It's an enabler of economic activity, creating millions of jobs and attracting foreign investments. India's manufacturing sector, in particular, will benefit from a better connectivity and logistical efficiency, helping it become a more competitive player in global supply chains. India's ambitious Atmanirbhar Bharat, or Self-Reliant India campaign, is reshaping the industrial landscape. Launched in 2020, this initiative aims to reduce India's reliance on imports boost domestic manufacturing, and foster innovation within the country. The government has introduced several economic reforms to encourage Make in India, including initiatives for local manufacturing in electronics, defense, and renewable energy. India's Production-Linked Incentive (PLI) scheme is expected to attract $520 billion in investment over the next 5 years, helping industries scale and create millions of jobs. In areas like electronics, India is rapidly becoming a hub for production. Companies like Apple, Samsung, and Xiaomi are increasingly shifting production to India, tapping into a low labor cost and vast domestic market. No country can achieve sustained economic growth without an educated and skilled labor force. India's young population, with over 65% under the age of 35, presents India both an opportunity and a challenge. India's National Skill Development Mission is focused on training 400 million people by 2025 to ensure they are equipped for jobs of tomorrow. Areas like artificial intelligence, big data, and robotics are already being integrated into educational curriculum with an emphasis on entrepreneurship, innovation, and digital skills. With a higher percentage of youth entering the workforce, India's challenge will be to create sufficient quality jobs that match the aspirations of its highly educated, tech-savvy population. India is also taking bold steps towards building green economy, which will play an essential role in achieving its 10 trillion goal. With a focus on renewable energy and sustainability, India is working towards reducing its carbon footprint and ensuring economic growth is environmentally responsible. India is the world's third largest emitter of carbon dioxide, but it has also set ambitious goals for carbon neutral future. By 2030, India aims to have 500 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity, which includes solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. Additionally, India is positioning itself as a global leader in electric vehicles (EVs), with several initiatives to promote EV adoption and battery manufacturing. This green shift not only supports global sustainability goals, but also opens up enormous economic opportunities, especially in sectors like clean energy, sustainable agriculture, and green infrastructure. The future of work in India is evolving at rapid pace. With the rise of automation, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, industries are becoming more efficient, but the workforce will need to adapt. India has the opportunity to become a hub for global AI and robotics innovation, but to realize this potential, the country must focus on reskilling its labor force. India already has thriving IT and tech ecosystem, but scaling it to meet the future demands of the global economy will require constant adaptation. The question remains, can India strike a balance between leveraging automation to boost productivity and ensuring its workers are equipped with skills for jobs tomorrow? While India's economic future is promising, several key challenges must be addressed to unlock its full potential. Infrastructure deficit remain a significant issue, with a large portion of India's rural areas still lacking basic facilities. Additionally, the gap between urban and rural India in terms of income and access to resources remains wide. Income inequality is growing, and without addressing these disparities, India risks leaving behind a large segment of its population. Global trade shifts such as protectionism and rising tensions between major powers could also disrupt India's growth trajectory. Ensuring inclusive growth while navigating these obstacles will require careful policy planning and international cooperation. India's path to a 10 trillion economy is full of promise, but the road ahead is not without its challenges, as it harnesses the power of its young workforce, embraces technology, builds world-class infrastructure, and positions itself as a key player in global geopolitics. The next few decades will be crucial in determining whether it can reach its ambitious goal or not. With the right mix of innovation, policy, and investment, India has potential to not only become 10 trillion economy but also a global economic powerhouse, shaping the future for generations to come. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on India's economic journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insights.